Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. Bitcoin preps Golden Cross, which last sparked 170% BTC price gains. Next, Biden may rethink SAB 121 vote veto due to political support for crypto. Also, if SEC approves spot Ether ETFs, many will be caught severely offside. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles, and no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. We have a quick request that doesn't cost you anything in order to help. Help us grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers by September, which would be our channel's 1-year anniversary. All we ask is that you click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. By clicking on these, it does help grow the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our next top headline, Bitcoin preps Golden Cross, which last sparked 170% BTC price gains. Bitcoin is dishing out the bull signals on lower time frames, but can BTC price action overcome key resistance? Bitcoin kept up the pressure on overhead liquidity on May 17th as analysis eyed a new Golden Cross on lower time frames. Bitcoin chart bull signals stack up. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed BTC price action lingering near its highest levels since mid-April. Liquidity at $67,000 and above remained a force containing upside, this totaling around $75 million at the time of writing, per data from monitoring resource CoinGlass. While still below both 2024 and 2021 all-time highs, Bitcoin nonetheless excited market observers, with popular pseudonymous trader Mustache highlighting two trend lines in particular. Golden Cross 12-hour chart of BTC is imminent, he told followers in part of one of his latest posts on X. A Golden Cross occurs when a shorter-term moving average crosses above a longer-term equivalent, with the last occurrence in October last year, just before Bitcoin put in the bulk of its latest gains. The last bullish cross was over 6 months ago. Bitcoin has risen by over 170% since then, Mustache added. Fellow trader Titan of Crypto suggested that the Ichimoku Cloud indicator may copy the trend. BTC seems to be repeating the same pattern from early 2024, part of an X post read on May 16th, adding that BTC to USD put in upside of more than 60% when Ichimoku requirements were last met. Ichimoku Cloud reinforces $60,000 BTC price support. Continuing, Titan of Crypto was among those noting a transfer of $60,000 from resistance to support. As Cointelegraph reported, that area contains various bull market trend lines, all now converging in one place. Among them are the short-term holder realized price at the 100-day moving average, the latter rising swiftly and now above $62,000. BTC is perfectly flipping previous resistance into support, Titan of Crypto summarized alongside an Ichimoku chart. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, Biden may rethink SAB 121 vote veto due to political support for crypto. The U.S. Congress bipartisan vote has overwhelmingly demonstrated its rejection of the SEC's SAB 121. President Biden threatened to veto the overruling. Will the executive branch overthrow Congress's decision? On May 16, 2024, a majority of lawmakers in the United States Senate passed a Congressional Review Act, or CRA, to review the Securities and Exchange Commission Staff Accounting Bulletin No. 121, or SAB 121. U.S. Senators passed H.J. Resolution 109 with 60 to 38 votes, an exceptional rate for the U.S. Congress. In addition to the outstanding support for HJ Resolution 109, the vote was highly bipartisan, 51 to 49 in favor of Democrats. According to Senator Cynthia Lummis, the vote represented a new milestone as it was the first time that a session of Congress passed a standalone crypto legislation. But prior to the House of Representatives vote on the bill, President Biden had threatened to use his executive power to veto if there was a resolution to overturn the SEC policy. The White House said it strongly opposes members of the House of Representatives' efforts to disrupt the SEC's measures to protect investors in crypto asset markets and to safeguard the broader financial system. So will he now carry out the threat, despite the mutiny from Democrats and with presidential candidate Donald Trump subsequently coming out as pro-crypto? Around one-third of threatened vetoes in prior administrations were never carried out, so the threat alone does not mean a veto is a done deal. Significant support on both sides for crypto bill. Founder and CEO of the Blockchain Trade Association Digital Chamber, Perry-Ann Boring, highlighted how relevant it was that Congress passed HJ Resolution 109 with such solid support. Boring explained how the controversy related to SAB 121 caused 21 Democratic senators to break rank and support the bill, concluding with 12 Democratic senators' votes. She highlighted how Chuck Schumer was among the supportive Democratic senators' votes. Boring pointed out as a relevant fact that Schumer is the Senate Majority Leader and the second most powerful person in the country, only second to President Biden. The former congressional staffer and television anchor described how the Democrats' support should have felt like a watershed moment for the Biden administration. She claimed that Schumer's support could force the White House to rethink its strategy and position. In her opinion, the tides are turning for crypto in Washington. The Biden administration may feel pressure beyond the political sphere, as the crypto community is not the only sector wishing Biden would sign the HJ Resolution 109. The American Bankers Association has openly urged President Biden to move quickly to sign this resolution into law to help protect American consumers. The banking sector has an economic incentive to offer custody services for cryptocurrencies, as the banks also want their piece of the pie from the ongoing retail crypto adoption. The ball is in the court of the White House. After the HJ Resolution 109 broad support, the Biden administration has a complex decision to make. Biden will have to assess if it's worth vetoing the HJ Resolution 109, as it could risk opening an inner conflict in his party. Is SAB 121 so essential for the SEC to unlock an inner battle within Democrats when the next U.S. elections are so close? Biden may have to weigh the pros and cons. Patrick Kirby, policy lead for Crypto Council for Innovation, explained to Cointelegraph how the president has 10 days, excluding Sundays, to sign the resolution into law, allow this to become law without signature, or veto it. An ace up Biden's sleeve is to pocket veto SAB 121. This can occur if Congress is not in session to receive either the signed or vetoed bill. Fox journalist Eleanor Tourette explained how the president could give his stamp of disapproval and pen the resolution, ultimately not turning into a law on Congress, as they aren't in session. Tourette believes that it could be used as a strategic way to not get too much political backlash. However, Biden may take into account Donald Trump's alleged shift toward a favorable crypto regulation stance for the crypto industry. Trump may have identified a loophole that he can leverage to cast away support and votes from Biden for the upcoming election on November 5, 2024. As the SAB 121 challenges have unfolded, Trump's strategy has swiftly transitioned from anti-Bitcoin to positioning himself as the pro-crypto presidential candidate. Kirby explained how if the president finally decides to veto HJ Resolution 109, Congress could try to override it. For it to be successful, it would require a two-thirds majority of those voting in both chambers of Congress. The SEC can solve Biden's dilemma of veto by revoking SAB 121. Biden's difficult dilemma of whether or not to fulfill his veto threat may have another solution that would greatly benefit his administration. The SEC could decide to remove SAB 121 to avoid forcing Biden to decide whether to apply his veto. Republican Wiley Nickel expressed how SEC President Gary Gensler has the key to ending the political football created by the SEC's controversial cryptocurrency regulation measure. If the SEC removed SAB 121 from its policy, Biden wouldn't have to decide whether to veto the overturn from Congress. SAB 121 has also received criticism within the regulatory agency. On May 17, 2024, Commissioner Hester Peirce explained at the Blockchain Summit hosted in Washington by the Digital Chamber how she felt bad regarding the SAB 121 policy. Peirce explained that since it was launched, the regulatory agency has received much feedback, claiming the fact it doesn't work and how it keeps people out of the industry who would otherwise come into. SAB 121 requires listed companies, including banks, to record crypto assets as both assets and liabilities on the balance sheet. Many lawmakers and industry leaders have criticized the SEC measure, saying it could stifle innovation as this practice is contrary to the conventional treatment of assets under custody, which usually does not appear on the balance sheet as they belong to the client. Peirce said she believes it's positive that Congress is weighing in on crypto regulatory issues. For policy lead Kirby, this vote is a win for consumers looking to safely custody their digital assets, a win for financial innovation, and a clear signal that major policy changes should go through the proper regulatory and legislative processes. Biden, as the SEC has the ball in their court, the next move is on them. Our next top headline: if SEC approves spot Ether ETFs, many will be caught severely offside. Coinbase institutional research analyst David Hahn believes there is room for surprise to the upside on this decision. Despite unfavorable odds from several crypto analysts and the broader crypto community regarding the approval of spot Ether exchange-traded funds by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, some analysts suggest that there is room for surprise. If by some chance the SEC decides to approve, then so many will be caught severely offside, crypto trader Matthew Hyland told his 142,000 X-followers in a May 17th post. If 90% of people think the ETH ETF will be denied, and the majority of those people think it will lead to a crypto crash, then who will actually be selling? He added before declaring that the expectation of denial is priced in. At the time of publication, Ether is trading at $3,102 as per CoinMarketCap data. Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchanas has placed his odds for approval at 35%, while the broader crypto community has set their estimates closer to the 7% mark, according to New York-based crypto predictions platform Polymarket. Meanwhile, crypto exchange Coinbase institutional research analyst David Hahn believes there is room for surprise to the upside on this decision. We believe the odds of approval are closer to 30 to 40%, Hahn stated in Coinbase's monthly Outlook report published on May 15th. Hahn explained that as cryptocurrency becomes a more prominent issue for voters in the lead-up to the upcoming November United States presidential election, the SEC will be less likely to maintain its stance on a denial decision. As crypto begins to take form as an election issue, it's also less certain, in our view, that the SEC would be willing to front the political capital necessary to support a denial, he stated. Hahn further argued that even if the Van Eck and ARK Invest ETF applications are denied by the initial deadline of May 23rd, there is a strong possibility that litigation could overturn that decision. So this concludes Crypto Top Headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.